Oh, howdy folks. Welcome back to another episode of Cook with Bev. We've got an special episode today. I'm going to try a bit of brisket for the first time. I've got the Weber kettle here, all set up with a snake inside it. It's burning away quite nicely. Got it sitting around 210 Fahrenheit, so that's good for a nice low and slow. So we'll have a wee look at what we've got here. I've got some supermarket brisket, just some small pieces. We'll start with some smaller bits and work our way up and do a full-size brisket. So see how we go. So we'll give these things a bit of a coating up. I've got some yellow mustard here. We'll give them a bit of a coating with the mustard, and then I've got a few rubs here. Don't mind what it says on the bottle there. This is a bit of homemade rub. 50% black pepper, 50% salt, and a little bit of garlic powder and a wee bit of onion powder in there as well. So we'll see how that comes out. Anyway, we'll give these things a bit of a rub up. Get our mustard going properly. I'm just giving them a bit of a rub. This is just to help our dry rub stick and give it a nice flavour. It's a messy job. Now I've got a new microphone, folks. It's on my lapel. You might be able to see it. I've got no idea whether it's working or not. According to the instruction manuals, it should be going quite well. So we'll see what it comes out like at the end of the video. Now this is a nice bit of black Angus brisket. It's got some nice intramuscular fat there. It's already pre-trimmed. Alright, so now we've got that done. We'll give them a bit of a rub. I'll just take this one glove off. Right, so we've got another couple where this is a Texas rub, so we'll give that a go. You don't want to go too heavy. Just a little one. Sometimes these rubs can get a little bit overpowering in the flavour. So we'll just give it a light coating, see how they come out. Like I said, this is the first time for me, so we'll give them a go. I'm following a basic cook recipe from Aaron Palmer at Low and Slow Basics on YouTube. He does some great videos. He's my go-to man, to be perfectly honest. Most of the recipes I do come from him, just because he's very good at explaining how to do things. So I recommend you go and check him out if you like these barbecuing videos. Anyway, we'll do these other two with my special rub here, my homemade salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. We're not going to, might coat this smaller one up a bit heavier. And we'll go a little bit lighter on the big one. Wind taking away my my drip tray, water pan. We will be putting a wee bit of water in here just to help stabilise off the temperatures and help get a good smoke bind to our briskets. I want to try and get a nice bark. Alright. They are looking good. The lid back on there. Righto, we'll get the lid off the old kettle here. And as you can see, the smoking away there quite nicely. So we'll get our bits of meat in. The snake is burning at the front here, so we'll stick our meat away from that heat source. And obviously as the snake burns around, we'll keep rotating the grate there. Now I'm going to go fat side up. We'll go fat side up on all three. Now they look good. This one here's got a little bit of a low point in it, so I'll probably get a wee piece of tin foil and ball that up and stick it underneath that one so that we don't get any puddles sitting on top, so we can get a nice bark. But anyway, for the moment that's looking good. We'll get our smoking wood on. I've got some nice pieces of hickory here, so we'll get that one directly on the heat, and we'll put this one a little bit further around. Alright, and that's good to go. So we'll put the lid back on. We've put our air vents away from our heat source. We'll let that do its thing. I'll get the drip tray in under there in a minute, but we'll just let it come up to temperature first, and then I'll put some boiling water in our drip tray. But for the moment, folks, we'll just let it do its thing, and I'm thinking that's going to be a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, before we have a look at these and wrap them up and foil them up, and then put them back in for another hour and a half, 2 hours. But like I said, first time, so we're just going to have to experiment around a bit and see how they come out. But anyway, folks, we'll let that do its thing, and we'll come back to you soon. Alright, folks, we're about an hour and a quarter into this cook. Our thermometers have climbed up to about 240 degrees, so I've got my bottom vents closed right down to almost shut off. So we're going to take this opportunity now to put a little bit of boiling water in our water tray, and while we're there, we'll rotate this grate around a little bit and get the meat a little bit further away from the heat source. So we'll put the gloves on here, take the old lid off. So our snake's burned around a little bit, so I'm just going to add a little bit of boiling water here. Don't want too much. About 2.5-3 cups should be adequate, I think. And while we're here, we'll rotate our meat around the other side of the snake, and we got a nice wee crust starting to form on those. They're looking really, really good. The piece of hickory's just ignited itself. Righto, put the lid back on there and leave that to do its thing, and we'll just monitor the old temperature, and we'll come back and we'll have a wee probe around at that in maybe an hour or so, and see what they're looking like internally, and whether they're going to be good for a wrap up or a boat up. I'm probably going to wrap rather than boat, just because they are the flat ends of the brisket rather than the point ends, so there's not really a lot to them. But anyway, we'll let that do its thing, and we'll come back to you soon. Howdy folks, welcome back. We're just over 3 hours into this cook now, so we'll open up here and have a wee look in here and see what things are looking like. They look beautiful. Now I've got a wee bit of beef tallow here that I've warmed up and melted down in here. And I think we're going to give these a wrap up now. So I've got some foil here, and start with this one here. Them in the foil, and then we're going to close it up a little bit. And I'll get a wee bit of this tallow. With the tallow over there. And then we'll finish wrapping them up into a nice wee parcel. And back in she goes. Rightio. I'll get the rest of those ones done and we'll get them back in there, and we'll give them another hour or so, and then we'll get the old probe onto them and have a check and see what their internals are looking like. I want to try and get them up to a 205 Fahrenheit, which is the recommended temperature, and we'll have a bit of a probe round for tenderness, and then hopefully they'll be ready to come off for a bit of a rest. But anyway, I'll finish this job off and get them back in there, and we'll be back with you when we're ready to take them off and give them a rest. Well, okay folks, it's been about an hour and a quarter, and my internal probe's gone off. We're at 205, so we'll open the kettle up here and have a wee look. Now whip that probe out. That over there. Alrighty. So I'll open one of these up. And we'll, oh, it smells delightful. Get our Insta-read out here and just have a wee that's feeling quite nice, and the rest will be the same. So we'll open them up and just let them air out a bit. Let the stop the cooking process there, and then we'll get them up. And I've got here what we like to call in New Zealand a chili bin. So we're going to give them a good rest off here, hopefully about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to stick them in the chili bin here. Now the chili bin I've pre-warmed up. I've put a couple of litres of boiling water in there, and given a lot of time there, so it's all pre-warmed up. So we'll give them a couple of minutes to stop the cooking, and then we'll get them in here and let them rest off in the chili bin, and then we'll come back and we'll slice one of these open, and we'll have a wee look and see how they're going and see how they taste. Anyway, still got quite a bit left on the snake there. We'll come back and hopefully we get a good brisket. We'll see you soon. Righto folks, I've had a good 45 minutes, 50 minutes rest here in the chili bin, so we'll open that up. Still nice and warm in here. And we'll get them up and out of here. Oh yes, they're still nice and warm. Put the bin away. Alright, open these things up. Still steaming. They look very nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to, I definitely know that one there was our homemade recipe, and this is our other homemade recipe. I can see the black pepper on there. Rightio. We'll slice one of these open. I'll go with the whoa. It's not quite as floppy as what I would have liked, but for a first time, it definitely looks cooked. How tender is it? Pulls apart a little bit tight. Beautiful flavour. Very juicy. Very nice. Not sure what the verdict on that is. It's certainly a little bit tougher than the ones you see on the videos. But very nice. That salt, pepper and garlic powder and onion powder, it's a beautiful, beautiful flavour on the outside. Oh, that's tasty. Alrighto folks, well thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video and learned something from it. But until next time, she's going to be tasty, boys.